Hello, my name is Muggy McMugmug, the Marzipan Muncher. Today we are looking at a game called Package, which is a prototype of a game that is coming to Kickstarter on November the 10th. As a prototype, I will look at it, I will give you my current opinion of its current build, which is, again, prototype, so the components may change, they may be affected by stretch goals and all that sort of thing. So let's take a look at Package. Package is an abstract, quick playing, quick to learn sort of delivery game. Comes with these 4 different colour wooden pieces and 10 packages in yellow and pink and 12 packages in green and white. Those are for if you want to play a 2-player game. So in anything more than a 2-player game, you will have 10 packages each, dice and a cheat sheet or a player aid. Normally there will be no packages above the locations. Locations are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the aim of the game is to get as many points as you can, and generally you do that by securing packages at the higher locations. Packages at this location are worth 5 points, and for every 3 you get at any location you get a bonus 2. Also, if at the end of the game you have a player pawn at a location, then that on its own, so you wouldn't get any bonus points for that, but you would for that. You will get 5 points. You get the points of the location for the pawn, so 5 points here plus 1 for every package here. So that's quite a powerful combination. There's 15 there, another 5 having your pawn there, which is 20, and another 3 for having 3 packages there. In terms of the normal scoring, only 3 packages count at locations 4 and 5. So how do you get your packages out? Well, you will roll a dice, and depending on what the dice says, that will give you a number of options. The most simplest is you can move your pawn to that location and play a package out. So if I were yellow here, let's say I put a package out, that triggers my 3 package bonus, which is all handily written on the back here. And my 3 package bonus lets me move 1 package at that location down to location 1. So here I would obviously move the green package down to location 1, and that would mean green will only be scoring 1 point instead of 2 points at the end, and I'll get, if everything stays the same, my 6 points for those packages plus 2 bonus, plus all the bonuses for being there on my own, if I was still on there on my own. But look what happens. There's been 3 packages here for green, so that triggers his special 3 package bonus at this location, and because he's at location 1, he can actually move a package out of the game. Now green does feel particularly mean to me because I just moved his location down, but he also notices that white's currently winning, so he removes a white package out of the game for good. So powers like that will trigger even on the off turn, which can create some combos. And at times you might even want to move one of your packages down because it triggers another combo which will let you remove someone's package from the game. Also, if you have 2, if you roll a 2, the other things you can do, let's say there was a package here, you can look for a location where there is the same amount of packages as you have rolled, and you can move one of those packages to location 1. Very handy if someone's got 3. If I'd rolled 3, I could move that to there. If you roll the number of the location where you are, you can place a package as normal. You can choose, if you are the only person there, to move a package up or down. So in this case, if green had rolled 3, they'd probably move that package up. If there is another player there, you can choose to move them up or down. If you are ever placing a package at a location where there is already 3 of another colour, you get this special delivery bonus, which is at the back here, and you may remove one from the game. Rolling a 6 is super awesome because you get to do a number of things. You can place a package anywhere where you do not currently have a package. You may place it at your current location, or you may remove a package at your current location out of the game. The player aid is currently wrong about the rules for that one. So you carry on like that, trying to build packages in good locations, protect them whilst preventing other people scoring. And then once a player has got all their packages out, it is their next go is their final turn, and the dice roll is a bit different. Whatever they roll, they select a location that holds the same number of packages, same number of coloured packages. So on this time 2, you could select location 1 or location 5 because they both have 2 of the same colour, and you get to remove one of those packages. So if yellow's just taking their final roll, they're not going to take their packages out of the game, but quite handily they can get rid of one of those because they rolled the 2. They may also move one of their packages at that location. So say I didn't want to do that, I could move that up to get me more points. Or you can move your pawn to the location of your choice. Of that number, sorry, not of your choice. And that will, then everyone else will play until they've got all their packages out. So that is Package. A couple of things to say about this game. Look at how little space it takes on the table. This is an abstract game, meaning there's not a direct theme. Obviously there's a theme for packaging, but within that you can make up what you want. They're just kind of cubes and wooden houses, which are all very nice. This game does not take up much space at all. The contents come in 2 small baggies. And despite that, when I opened it, I honestly thought, not sure about this one, and then played it a couple of times and I started to see the depth in it. The first time I played it, I absolutely kicked butt and won by a considerable amount of points, but then everyone else kind of twigged on and certainly aimed to take my point scoring options out of the game. Now, you see a 6-sided dice. Is there luck in the game? Well, of course there is, and certainly at the start of the game, when there are no packages out, you are going to be rolling and just simply moving your pawn to that location and playing it. But not very long into the turn order, there's more options. And actually, you have to ask the question, do I want to be the first person to go out? Do I want to be the first person to use all their packages? Because I might leave my packages set up in a really good scoring position, but there's still people who have their turns and they can still mess with my packages. So actually, when you're taking your turns, you'll be keeping half an eye on what's best for scoring for you, but also, do I want to move a package to location 5 now? Because if I do that, I'll only have 2 packages left and everyone else has got 4. Actually, it might be best for me to just slightly move one of the other person's packages to make them score less, but then I might stick around longer and have more options. So there are some very interesting and surprising, from the components and the easy rules, surprising choices here. I have really liked this game, particularly at the higher play counts. Now it's fair to say at a 2-player count there is more luck because you have less options, and because the game is very take that, you're going to be back and forth with that person. Now, it's probably not the best example of a 2-player game for back and forth like that, but once you get 3 or 4 players, the chaos and the trying to control things and not quite go out is a lot of fun. Plus the game plays in 5 to 10 minutes. So whenever we've played it, it's just been a laugh as I do something that I'm really proud of and my friend rolls the dice and they completely reverse it, or they take things out of the game, and then you have to keep on watching that other 3rd or 4th person because they might be gradually growing things up. And do you risk not going to that location and stopping their bonus score to get yourself some more packages on the board, or do you not? I've been really pleasantly surprised by this game. So let's look at my normal things that I look at. Intimidation factor. This is a really interesting one because, yeah, it's not intimidating, it's just little wooden bits. But there's a game in there somehow, so it's a weird one. Not intimidating, but there's something there about, there's a deeper game than I thought here. It's kind of a chameleon in that regards. Rules, really well done, and the player aid is very welcome, helps out a lot, particularly the writing on it. It's nice to have the writing, not just random pictures. Like I said, there's one thing wrong on there at the minute, but that is correct in the rules and the creator is very aware of it. So rules are good, and there's a lot of fun to be had here. Because it's a Kickstarter game, I will give you what I would rate it on Board Game Geek or based on this, not based on the final product, and that would be a solid 7 out of 10. one that I would like to play and I probably would never turn down, because why would you? It takes 5 minutes, ideal for when you're waiting for a few latecomers. They don't have to wait around long, it's interesting. So any potential cons really come down to the two-player game. If you're buying this as a two-player game solely, you have to really like that kind of take that style and be happy that there's going to be more luck, because there are less options. But as soon as you get 3 players, the options open up a lot. I've only had one game with 3 players where it felt we were dice-led. Every other game I've played, you were rolling the dice and you were choosing between certain decisions tactically. Only one game I've played where it felt like the choice was always obvious for every player. And even then, the kind of end game changed it a bit. So 2 players, there was going to be luck and take that. What would I like to see? Well, it's just the kind of thing that might be done on the stretch goals as well. The houses aren't numbered, it's not a big problem. You just lay them out and you tell everyone what's 1 to 5, everyone remembers. But obviously, it'd be nice if they were numbered. I like the size of the houses, I like the size of the player pawns. The packages for me are just that little bit too small. It'd be nice if they were a little bit bigger. I appreciate that adds to the cost, it adds to the look of the game, which kind of does look in scale. But for me, for handling purposes, this is as small as I'd ever want them to be, and perhaps if I was being ultra critical, a little bit too small. But I've spoken to the creator and just look out for stretch goals. So that is Package. It's coming to Kickstarter on the 10th of November. Look out for it. If you like abstract games, if you like quick games with a lot of strategy and you don't mind, take that. This is certainly one to check out. It's going to be, I believe, priced very reasonably as well. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Mug, the Marzipan Muncher, and you've been watching Board, Deck and Dice.